Welcome to Liverpool Urgent News, your trusted source for Liverpool all news. Our first news is this. Joao Pedro to Liverpool accelerates amid £70m offer news. Liverpool, Chelsea and Arsenal could go toe-to-toe for Brighton forward Joao Pedro this summer as the transfer market heats up, sources have told Football Insider. Speaking on the latest edition of Football Insider's Inside Track podcast, senior correspondent Pete O'Rourke revealed what his sources have told him about Liverpool's interest in the talented striker. Arne Slot's side and the two London rivals are all expected to be on the hunt for a new centre-forward in the summer transfer window, and Joao Pedro's versatility is seen as a huge plus point by the three clubs. Liverpool have already reached an agreement to sign Jeremy Frimpong, and he will undergo a medical with the club after agreeing terms on a 5-year deal. Pedro could be pursued as part of a £300 million transfer spree expected at Chelsea this summer, but sources have told Football Insider that Brighton will demand up to £70 million for the Brazilian attacker. The Seagulls signed Pedro from Watford for £30 million in 2023 and are keen to at least double their money on the 23-year-old, who is equally capable playing at centre-forward, out wide, or in the number 10 role. Sources have told Football Insider that given Liverpool need to replace the seemingly exit-bound Darwin Nunez this summer, Brighton are hopeful that widespread interest in Pedro can drive up his price tag. Liverpool locked in £70 million Joao Pedro transfer battle. Brighton are a club always willing to discuss the sales of their biggest assets, and Football Insider sources have said their position on Pedro will likely be no different amid Liverpool and Chelsea's interest. Speaking on the new Inside Track, O'Rourke said that the Reds, Blues and so many other clubs all keen on the same striker targets this summer. Pedro's potential and versatility makes him an intriguing option. The big thing about Joao Pedro is that he ticks a lot of boxes. He's played in a variety of roles for Brighton, he told Football Insider. He can play out wide, he can play as that number 9 centre-forward, but he can also play in the number 10 role, which he has done to success this season of Brighton. I'm a big admirer of Joao Pedro. Maybe not a prolific goal scorer, but he's a skillful player. I think he can bring the best out of the other forwards in the team as well. They signed him for about £30 million from Watford. His price tag's definitely gone up since then, so you'd be looking at least double that, if not more, maybe £60 million to £70 million for Joao Pedro if Brighton were to sell him. I think there'll be a lot of interest in Joao Pedro if Brighton are willing to sell him. We're going to have a transfer market this summer where all the same clubs are after number 9s. That's why Pedro is also attracting interest from Liverpool and Chelsea. I'm sure he's on the list of all these clubs. He might not be top right now, but if those clubs do miss out on other potential targets, his versatility is very appealing to any of the interested clubs as well. Joao Pedro price tag could cost Liverpool in transfer chase. Football Insider revealed on Friday that Arsenal are in advanced talks with Sporting CP over a deal to sign VITOR REIS, and therefore their pursuit of Pedro may soon end and open the door for Liverpool. However, while Chelsea have shown in recent windows that Todd Boehly has an apparently bottomless pit of money to spend on Brighton players, Liverpool's transfer spending has been much more prudent. The Reds' reserve transfer activity has certainly worked and delivered the Premier League title to Anfield this season, but in order to build upon a superb debut campaign, Slot may see Pedro as exactly the kind of signing which Liverpool need to make. Slot handed perfect conclusion to never having to play Trent again. Liverpool's latest training pictures may have provided an unexpected but ideal solution to one of Arne Slot's biggest selection headaches ahead of the final 2 matches of the season. The Dutchman has remained tight-lipped on whether he intends to play Trent Alexander-Arnold again, after it was confirmed the number 66 would leave on a free transfer this summer. That uncertainty has only intensified following the reaction from many inside Anfield, with some fans audibly booing the Scouser following confirmation of his exit. Slot refused to be drawn into whether he would start the England international again, especially given that Conor Bradley is fit and currently expected to be our first-choice right-back next season, although links to Jeremy Frimpong could change this. Now though, our head coach might not have to make that call at all. New images shared via Liverpool. Com have confirmed Joe Gomez is back in full training, after missing time through injury. Joe Gomez could save Trent Alexander-Arnold headlines. Our longest-serving player's return could offer the 47-year-old the flexibility he needs. Bradley can start both remaining games, against Brighton and Crystal Palace, with Gomez stepping in for the final 20 or 30 minutes, depending on match rhythm and fitness levels of the pair. This quiet tactical tweak would not only spare Alexander-Arnold from further backlash, but also allow Slot to keep things settled in the dressing room and focused on the team. With Bradley impressing in his comeback and Gomez now fit again, the Dutchman may have been handed the ideal end to a saga that has distracted from our league-winning campaign. Fabrizio Romano transfer news: Carreras wants Real Madrid, Sesko Arsenal option, Xavi Bayern news. Alvaro Carreras wants to join Real Madrid. Speaking on his YouTube channel, Romano confirmed that Alvaro Carreras wants to join Real Madrid this summer. Real Madrid want to sign a left-back, Romano said. Madrid are not in active talks with Theo Hernandez at the moment. Alvaro Carreras has already given the green light to join Real Madrid. He is now waiting for Real Madrid and Benfica to have official contact. Man United have a buyback clause for Carreras, but they won't be activating it. De Bruyne to decide future next week. Romano confirmed that next week will be key in deciding who Man City legend Kevin De Bruyne will join next season. Kevin De Bruyne will say goodbye to Man City at the end of the season, Romano said. He has an important offer from Chicago Fire in terms of money. We know that Napoli are interested, but there is no contact from Liverpool. Liverpool are not in the mix. The conversations will become concrete next week on making a decision on his next club. Emiliano Martinez could leave Aston Villa. Romano has revealed that there is a very good chance Emiliano Martinez leaves Aston Villa this summer. There is a huge concrete possibility of Martinez leaving Aston Villa in the summer, Romano said. He has received an important approach from Saudi Arabia. He is also receiving approaches from Europe, and he is giving priority to European clubs. Martinez could leave Villa this summer and trying a new chapter. Aston Villa want Arsenal target. Romano says that if Martinez leaves, they could replace him with Arsenal target João Garcia. Arsenal have been in the lead for the Espanyol goalkeeper, but Villa have now joined the race. Garcia wanted by 7 or 8 clubs in Europe because he is a fantastic goalkeeper. One of these now is Aston Villa, Romano said. Sesko and Simons to leave. After RB Leipzig failed to qualify for Europe this season, Romano says that both star players Xavi Simons and Benjamin Sesko will leave the club. There will be no European football next season for RB Leipzig, so the expectation is that both Xavi Simons and Benjamin Sesko will leave, Romano said. Simons is the absolute top target for Bayern Munich, and there is also interest from top Premier League clubs. Sesko is an option for Arsenal and several clubs in England. The situation will start to move next week. €22.5 million star eyes Lion exit with Liverpool and City ready to move. Ryan Cherky set for summer move as Premier League giants circle. Tears, talent and transfer talk. In football, there's a moment when a farewell isn't uttered, but deeply felt. That was the case for Ryan Cherky, whose teary-eyed exit from Lions Groupama Stadium following a 2-0 win over Angers signaled more than just the end of a match. As reported by Dahia Hadabai via Get French Football News, the 21-year-old playmaker's emotional response hinted this was likely his final game for his formative club. Cherky, long heralded as one of Lions' most naturally gifted academy graduates, confirmed post-match that he is likely to leave OL during the summer transfer window. What makes his potential departure significant is the pre-existing gentleman's agreement with Les Gones, allowing him to exit if a club agrees to pay €22.5 million. Premier League inquiries begin. It hasn't taken long for Europe's elite to circle. According to Le Parisien, Liverpool, Manchester City and Tottenham Hotspur have all inquired about signing the France U21 international. That level of interest, though expected, still underlines just how sought-after Cherky has become. In a market often inflated by hype, Cherky brings tangible output. Creatively, No player assisted more than Cherki in League One, with 11. A figure that is not only impressive but transformative for a Lions side that struggled for consistency this term. Moreover, he also broke the record for most assists in a UEFA Europa League campaign, a milestone that has scouts scribbling furiously. Lions' loss, someone else's gain. It's not just the stats but the style. Cherki glides through midfield lines, combines instinctively in tight pockets, and creates danger with both feet. His development may have plateaued under previous coaches, but this season has seen a tactical maturity and improved decision-making. With just €22.5 required to trigger his departure, this could prove a shrewd acquisition for a side looking to unlock low blocks and control transitions. For Lyon, it represents a bittersweet moment, a proud academy success moving on, perhaps too soon. Window of opportunity. As Liverpool transition under Arne Slot and look to bolster their creative options behind the striker, Cherki's profile suits their evolving tactical model. With Manchester City's long-term planning and Tottenham's clear need for midfield invention, the race is now about who acts first and fastest. Our view, Anfield Index analysis. There's something genuinely exciting about the idea of Ryan Cherki pulling the strings at Anfield. While Liverpool have relied on the likes of Szoboszlai and Elliott for flair and creativity, Cherki offers something more instinctive, improvisational magic. At €22.5 million, this is a bargain in today's market, especially for someone with such a high ceiling. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, subscribe.